Good morning. It's Thursday, February 25th, and last night or yesterday evening I had one of those times where everything makes you cry, and I just got bad news after bad news. Someone passed away, and in my Bible study people are just going through really hard times, and there's been tragedies, and I was just crying and so sad and had no hope, and I was really just angry, and I'm just like, Lord, what, like, where are you in this? And there's so much pain on this earth, and it was just so heavy, and I went to bed pretty discouraged. And then this morning I started reading the Bible, and there's verses in Exodus, and the Israelites have just been freed from Egypt, and God promises to them that they will be led into Canaan, which is a land flowing with milk and honey, and it's this good place for them. But in the middle of it, they're in the desert for 40 years, and so at one point they don't have water, and this is the verse that I read, Exodus 17, and they start grumbling and complaining to Moses, and they say, there's a sentence, this question that they ask, and it is, Lord, Moses, why did we go out of Egypt just so we would die of thirst, and our children and our livestock would die of thirst? Like, what is the point? And I literally asked last night, in my own life, my family has been through a lot, and my dad has overcome a number of brain tumors, and my parents just got divorced in June, and there's just been a lot of sadness and brokenness, and I even said last night, Lord, why did my dad get through all these brain tumors? Why did our family come together for us just to fall apart? And I was just sobbing last night around some of the girls in my Bible study. And as soon as I read that question from the Israelites, I was like, wow, I asked the same question. And they essentially are like, what? Why are we here? What is going on? And like, why we're here just so that we're gonna die? And I feel like that sometimes, like, Lord, why is my family so broken? Like, what is the point? But it goes on, and God provides water for them out of a rock. And this is so symbolic of Jesus, and Jesus is called the rock in the future. And it's like, in the verses, God's reminding them to trust Him. God gave them a promise that He was going to bring them into the promised land, and they don't see the full picture, and so often we don't see the full picture. And God makes a promise to us in Romans 8:28 that He will work all things for good, and that includes the broken, the painful, all of it, that He will work it into good somehow. He promises that, and so we can stand on that. And I was just reminded by the story. It was so cool this morning how I just felt the same way, and I've been complaining in the same way. And my devotional talked about gratitude and being grateful for all of the blessings that we do have. And so I'm just asking the Holy Spirit to help reframe my thinking, and to really be my strength, and to carry that pain, because the pain is real, and it's really deep, and we don't have to deny that it's not real. It's just that God's not done. The story is not over, and He's on the move, and we can trust Him. He is good. He has this plan, and we can have hope in Him. And so I just pray, if you maybe are thinking those same thoughts, that this would speak to you, and that God would comfort your heart and remind you that He's there, and remind you that He's good.